Okay, so we're working on back setting, and just like front setting, the key here is my setter has to consistently contact the ball near the top of her head, near her forehead. Okay, and the key here for her sets, because as a coach, I don't want the middle blocker to be able to tell which way she's setting. So Molly is contacting her ball consistently, okay, and she's releasing the ball the same way. A middle blocker can't get a read on whether she is front setting or back setting her ball. Okay, let's go one more, and I'm gonna add a block and a back set. Okay? So I want my setter an arm's length away from the antenna, and I clap, and she blocks and comes down. Very good. So if you watch her form, she has very, very good blocking form. Okay, she presses, she goes up, presses, and comes down. Okay, she finds her ball, gets under her ball. And again, very consistent contact with the ball. Good. Good. Got three more. Block, come down, and find her set. Good. Just like front setting, I don't want these balls flying too far outside the antenna. Good. Was that three balls? Okay, and go ahead and check. Okay. So if you train your setter and your hitters correctly, a lot of times your right side hitter is going to be one of your best kill percentage athletes on the court. And the reason for that is, it's a great way to attack where the setter is playing defense on the other side. And so, if my right side hitter has good patience and has a good swing, setters on the other side want to get up to the net to run their offense. So a lot of times the deep corner in zone one is going to be open for that attacker. And so if you watch Molly setting, again, she can run the middle based on where she contacts her ball. She can front set or back set, and it makes her a very, very tough setter to read, again, because her mechanics are so good and her footwork is very, very good. So she doesn't vary too much from setting front or back, and again, that's what makes her a very good setter. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on Molly digging a ball and setting. So we're combining a couple of things here. So Molly's my only athlete in the gym. So I'm going to hit a ball to her, and we're going to go to the other side. And Molly, if you can transfer the eye to that side. So we're going to go to the other side, and so you're going to see she's going to play defense in zone one. She's going to dig to herself, get under the ball, and set into the setter eye. And this drill is specifically for out-of-system balls. Number one, because she is digging her ball nice and high to the middle. And number two, since she's the only athlete in the gym, it would be really hard for her to dig the ball 2 feet away from the net, 2 feet off the net. So Molly, if you can face the eye kind of to the middle of the court, because remember you're going to be setting out of system, and move the setter eye in a little bit, okay? And so, like most coaches, we want her sets to be a few feet inside the court and off the net. So coaches will say 5 by 5, meaning 5 feet off the net, 5 feet in. To me, if my setter can set the ball as close to in system as possible, which is where that setter eye is, the better, because we don't want to vary our hitter's approach too much. And I think you may have to go on that side. So you're like that, drop, and you play. All right, so we have our setter. We have our setter in base on a bounce. She drops back. Eye attack, and she goes again, footwork to the ball, and set. Ready? Go up. This is a pretty technical skill to work on. Number one, we've been off for a month and a half. So she's had 0 touches. like this, so I'm going to be pretty patient as far as her digging the ball properly and getting her footwork to the ball. Okay. As you can see, she has very, very good footwork. She's very consistent. She always goes left, right, and her contact point is in front of her. Nice dig. Good. Up. Up, dig. And I can make this drill a little bit tougher by hitting down the line, which I'll do here in a few. Dig this ball to the middle, it makes that set so much easier. That's it. Okay. Last one. Ready? Up. Good. And she pushes it. Ready? Up. Watch that ball. Good set. Okay. Last three. Up. Good. And hard push. Great set. Last two. Good set. Nice up. Last one. Up. Good. Looking good. Good. All right. So as you can see, having one athlete in the gym and a setter eye and a bunch of volleyballs, there's a ton you can do to make your setter be good. We do a lot of random and block training. Block training means I'm just hitting the same ball to her, but what makes it a tough drill is depending on how she passes her ball, it becomes a random drill because now she could pass the ball 10 feet high, 3 feet off the net where she has to run up there, or she could pass it 15 off the net where she has to go to her ball to set, and it trains my setter. Okay, to be ready to move to any ball, to any pass on the court. But important points here. Number one, she has to have good footwork to the ball, and she has to have the proper left-right footwork for the weight change. Okay, that's one. Number two, her contact of her ball has to be very consistent. Again, we want to make sure the blockers can't tell which hitter she is setting. Okay, so we don't want balls that are contacted too far in front of her are likely going to be set to wherever she's facing. So again, contacting the ball consistently up here is very critical. And finally, three, she has to minimize errors that are detrimental to attacking. So again, she's going to make errors, okay, but we want our errors to be something we can live with. So if the error is too far inside the antenna, I can live with that. If the error is way off the net, we can live with that, because the hitter can make an attack there. So anyway, big kudos to Molly. Thank you so much. I appreciate you coming in. And now we're going to wash our hands. And thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions.